Hi, this is about getting 3D mattes working from a 3D package into Nuke. Here we're in Modo, and we're just going to add a alpha specifically on the laptop lacquer area, so we're just adding a render alpha output. I'm just going to rename it. And then we're just going to check in a live preview by dropping down to make sure the alpha output lacquer is working, which it is. And then we are going to hit render. In Modo you can add as many of these alphas as deemed fit, either to items, materials, or specific elements within materials. So we set to render. And off we go. I'm just going to save the individual passes. One for the main RGB and another for the lacquer. So now we're going to switch to Nuke. We're going to bring in the RGB and the alpha for the lacquer in. Now the alpha only has image in the red channel. Oh, no, in this one it has it in the RGB channel, which you can see by the red, green and blue, but we'll just be using the red for this. We're going to bring in a, if I can remember where I put it, copy node. And we are going to feed the alpha into the A and the color into the B. Oh, and before that we're just going to switch the red channel to the RGB alpha in the copy node. And what this does is that takes the red information, the information from the red channel, and puts it into the alpha. And here we're just setting the size to be that of the rendered image. And so there we go. We're looking at this in alpha view, but we're just going to switch back to RGB, and as you can see, nothing is happening. That's because we need to add a pre-multiply node after the copy node. There we go, pre-mult. And we put this after the copy node. So that's the wrong place. And just drag it in the middle, and there you go. So that's it done. I mean, it may seem more complicated than doing it in After Effects, but you do have an awful lot more control with this kind of system, because it's much more simple to just swap in different alphas into your image, but you can also then start to use one file to be the basis for both your alpha color and your background plate color, which is what I'm doing here by adding an emerge node. Just by adding a dot, there we go, just to make things tidy. And now I'm going to add a grade after the color node, but before we get to the copy node. And what this does is, on that pathway, I'm now able to adjust the color of the lacquered element, and so you start to see the efficiencies of using a nodal based compositor, in that everything is referencing off one image rather than bringing in multiple images to feed different elements. And as you can see, you have some control. Potentially I should have just done this on a diffuse layer with this reflective layer on top if you were going to get really hardcore. But we can also tint, and again, here we've got a constant, which is just a solid color node, and another merge node just after the main color but before the grade, and just going to tint it red. So there you go.